Hello buddies, this is Harsha. Welcome back to Capus Way Tech. My journey with OnePlus started around 2018. I started using my father's phone, OnePlus One, which he used for around 4 years, 2015 to 2018. It was one of the best phones with tremendous features. It had 3 GB of RAM, 64 GB of internal storage and Android Lollipop, that is 5th generation of Android. It had Qualcomm Snapdragon 801, which was one of the best chip during that time. It also had Cornella Gorilla Glass 3 protection, headphone jack, 3100 mAh of battery and the cool sandstone texture finish that just made this phone one step ahead for its design in the race. It was running on Cyanogen OS 12, which was clean and had bloatware-less UI. And finally, the price. It was priced around 10K for the base model and 19K for the white version of OnePlus One. So why did they start making smartphones which are priced at 70,000? The first main reason is they had a lot of fan following and craze for their smartphones in India after China. OnePlus is considered among the topmost premium smartphones used in India. Even when you look at me, I was once a OnePlus fanboy. When I first got into college, I was using Realme One, but as soon as OnePlus 7 Pro released along with iPhone XR, I just preferred OnePlus over Apple and I purchased this for around 55,000. iPhone XR was around 50,000 at that time because it was released 1 year before OnePlus 7 Pro. But no, I didn't listen to anyone. I was filled with a lot of confidence that OnePlus would be my best option for 55,000 and I was a fresher. So I was in a state where there was a lot of adrenaline flowing in my body and I just wanted to show off with my 55K priced Android smartphone. And it was true. It satisfied all my requirements with its glassy design, curved AMOLED display and notchless screen with pop-up camera. It was just a simple crazy smartphone with the best version of Oxygen OS and its eye-catchy design. So I was happy until the OnePlus 70 series came into the market with just a gap of 5 months after the release of OnePlus 7 Pro. They both had the same features, same battery capacity, same display, everything. There was just a slight improvement in the processor from 855 to 855 plus and there was also an extra camera added that's called macro camera, which was useless. So after the launch of OnePlus 70 Pro, I just thought for a second and I realized that my phone is officially considered old. It's officially certified old, but I didn't care that much because when it comes to performance, it was very good. The display, it was very good. The speaker quality was great, but then I really got disappointed with their Android updates. Android 11 was launched in all the smartphones which were priced even at 15 to 30K, but my OnePlus was not getting it. I have tweeted them, mailed them, I have done literally everything, but there was no reply from them. I was waiting for this Android 11 update since December and finally, after a lot of wait with patience, I got this update around April. I was excited as other users because Android 11 had a lot of improvements and I also started hearing there were a lot of positive reviews. So with a lot of excitement, I downloaded this Android 11 update and started using it. But after a week, I slowly started observing that there's a slight drop in its performance. This is the time from which OnePlus slowly starts to degrade. I inquired about these issues which I was facing with my friends and even they were facing the same issue. The issues I was facing after this update of Android 11 is Gallery app has become very slow. I was not even able to delete a photo or video. I was not even able to play a game because it was very laggy, stuttering with a lot of frame drop and I really got frustrated with this. Even the temperature was always 49 to 50 degrees. Basic apps such as Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp were also not functioning properly. And even while using these apps, my phone temperature was reaching around 45 to 47 degrees Celsius. Before this update, whenever I was playing a game and closed it just for a few seconds and opened it back, it started from where it stopped. And this was true for every app. But after this update, I don't know why this is happening, but suppose if you're scrolling to Instagram or playing a game or even watching a YouTube video and you just close it for a few seconds in the background and open it back, but you see the content is different. It just gets refreshed automatically. I don't know why, but this is very irritating because you have to search for the video which you are watching again. You don't know on which Instagram post you are, or even the game which you are playing, you have to start it from the beginning. The temperature was also an issue. I was not even able to speak a call. with anyone. It used to become very hot even if I used a low spaced app. And because of this temperature, I was not even able to use the camera, because every time when I open a camera and start recording a video, it always displays that temperature is too high and you cannot use this app. I'll show you an example. I open WhatsApp's camera, click a photo, see how much time it's taking for capturing and loading the picture. I don't know why this is happening, but I don't know it's problem with WhatsApp or it's problem with the OnePlus phone. This problem I inquired with my other iOS users, they never had this issue. And after this update, I'm not even experiencing 90 Hz. It just feels like I'm using some 30 to 40 Hz display. It's not even like a 60 Hz display. I just regret that I purchased this OnePlus instead of iPhone XR, because iPhone XR was the best deal at that time. I just regret it. I have used OnePlus 7 Pro for almost 2.5 years. The first year of its experience was very good. It was very fast, smooth, and it had a beast performance. But gradually it started degrading, and that too it's a flagship phone priced at 55,000. 55,000 is not a small amount that I spent on a smartphone. Every user, including me, will think that 55,000 if you're spending on a smartphone, it should at least last 3 to 4 years, at least minimum. It should last at least 3 to 4 years. Even my mom's phone, iPhone 6s, feels a bit faster while loading apps and even capturing pictures when compared to OnePlus 7 Pro. And that iPhone 6s is almost a 6 to 7 years old phone. And recently they have also combined their R&D with Oppo. And the first smartphone they are teasing after their collaboration is OnePlus Nord 2, which is coming with Dimensity 1200 processor, which gives you almost a flagship level performance. So let's wait for this Nord 2nd generation and let's see how it performs. MediaTek with Oxygen OS. Let's see how this combination performs. So the main reason still many people are purchasing OnePlus phones is mainly because of its Oxygen OS. They have also improved their front camera on the OnePlus Nord 2 from 16MP to 32MP. After almost 4 to 5 years of using the same 60MP camera on OnePlus 7, 8, 9 and even on the all flagship series. Even GK Ranjit sir have recently spoke about their 5G bands. They are providing just one band of 5G in India, even in the OnePlus 9 series, the flagship series which is priced at 70,000, and just one band of 5G. Many people were tweeting that there will be more number of 5G bands added after the update, but OnePlus have clearly said that there won't be any update in the 5G bands. But whereas OnePlus is providing almost 6 to 7 5G bands in other countries, but in India they are providing only one. The OnePlus brand name, fame, craze, everything which they got from Indian users is slowly going into vain, because they're fooling the same people who made their brand so popular. Because after China, India was the second biggest market for OnePlus. OnePlus series was really doing great until their flagship series launched, which was priced over 50,000, 60, and now it has reached up to 70,000. And when it comes to performance, started degrading gradually. The main motto of their brand, called Never Settle, is not even followed or obeyed. They have settled on the same camera, that is the 16MP camera, on their flagship series from past 4 to 5 years. Nord series is somewhat on par when compared to flagship series in terms of pricing, because it comes with a good amount of features and the pricing is also okay. I hope this partnership with Oppo may be a good step, because they are providing 3 years of Android updates and 2 years of security updates. So this clever marketing of OnePlus have to stop right now, and this will be only possible by you people. Many users, including me, have experienced this and got annoyed with their Android 11 update, which was really buggy and the worst update they have provided on their smartphone. There were also rumors saying that OnePlus have purposefully given this bad and worst version of update to the users so that their experience with the phone will be bad, the phone gets degraded, and they will start purchasing new OnePlus phones. To this level of marketing they have degraded. Recently studied that OnePlus have also modified the Geekbench score on the flagship series. This is a normal thing, because whenever you open an app like Geekbench or AnTuTu scores, like the performance testing apps, the smartphone automatically detects the app and starts performing to its extreme level. But OnePlus have reacted to this by saying that many users were facing issues with their battery percentage. So they have modified around 300 apps to work slowly. That means to perform a bit low so that the battery would last longer, which is really funny. So it's up to you guys to decide whether you want to purchase their flagship phones, which are highly priced, or purchase a good value for money phone and teach them a lesson. Many of my friends have also asked me for smartphone suggestions. I have told them you can go with Nord series, but they always wanted the top performing smartphone in the brand. So many of my friends have also purchased OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro, 9R. Their experience with OnePlus 9 series was quite good because they have purchased it just 3 to 4 months back. So I will make a similar kind of video about these phones and share their experience with the OnePlus 9 series with you guys after 7 to 8 months. So this video I was really waiting to do and upload it because I wanted to share my really bad experience with OnePlus phone after their Android 11 update. The main reason for this video is I don't want other people to fall in their traps, especially the youngsters and other OnePlus fanboys like me, which have fallen into their trap 2 years before. So this video was a true experience and a bit aggressive also. I really hope OnePlus watches my video and take this positively and start improving their smartphones, because even I don't want OnePlus to be falling down like this. Many fans in India are waiting for a best value smartphone from OnePlus. So that's it for today guys. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.